Michigan Out of Doors Magazine's OD is brought to you by Country Smokehouse of Almont, offering the best quality and satisfaction in homemade meats, sausage, and jerky. It's a Michigan destination. Check out the website at countrysmokehousinc.com. And by Williams Gun Sight, located in Davison. Williams Gun Sight has Mid-Michigan's largest selection of used guns with over 2,000 in stock every day. Check out the website to view inventory and prices.
Since we're in the shotgun zone down here, and there's a lot of things that you can do to a normal shotgun to accurize one, make it shoot better, shoot tighter groups. Some of the things you can do with just a smoothbore shotgun would be to install a choke tube that's got a rifling in it. This will help stabilize some of the sabots, especially it'll shoot the lower velocity sabots better. Higher velocity stuff you should stay away from. You can mount a scope on most any shotgun. We've got different kinds of mounts available we can do that with. If you've got a vent rib shotgun barrel, we can clamp some of our slugger sights on there so you can actually tune in your gun to shoot point of aim. There's also pretty much any of the guns that are already slug guns that have rifled barrels and stuff. We can do trigger jobs too. We can also, mount quick detachable rings on them so you can use your sights if you want to, or you can get the see-through models that are higher above the bore, and you can see through there and just use your sights anytime you want. Pinning the barrel is effective on most guns that have a scope mounted to the receiver itself. It's not so imperative for guns that have the cantilever type scope mounts, because you already have the scope on the barrel itself. The pinning, what it does is it locks the barrel that you're using into the receiver where the scope is mounted. So it makes the barrel much sturdier to the receiver where the scope is mounted. This gun here was a customer's gun that he had set up for slug shooting. We mounted our fire sights that have the fiber optic beads on them that glow pretty good in daytime. He set it up so that the scope could be quick detachable, so it comes right off. And if he needed to, if you got a real foggy morning or wet day or something like that, he can take the scope off and use it. And then this locks it back in and stays accurate. When it's locked back on there, the receiver was drilled and tapped for the scope. And then also we did the pinning on this by installing a screw, just like Remington does on the Ultra Sluggers. We screw that through the receiver into the barrel, and that pulls the barrel tight to the action. Now this gun here was a customer's gun that he had already cut the barrel off. It's an old vent rib. There'd be no choke left in it at all. So we threaded a rifled tube. The rifling is about that long in the barrel with the tube in it. And what that does, it'll stabilize the slower velocity slugs, and we'll see what kind of group we get out of it. But anyway, then he had us install the slugger sights right on the vent rib. These are adjustable fiber optic sights. He had it put Leupold 3-9 on it with see-through mounts, and that way he can use his sights anytime he wants. We've also pinned the barrel on this again, and we've done a trigger job, and it went from 6.5 pounds down to 2.5. It's a nice crisp trigger. I think what we're going to do now is just go down the range and see how well they perform. Well, this gun, since it has just a rifled choke tube, it shot the lower velocity stuff better. It can stabilize the lower velocity stuff better, that's why. The light filled shot the best, a little under 2 inches, I believe it was. The BRIs came in next, and then the Buckhammers were pretty much in the middle, and then the Remington AccuTips and the Hornady SSTs, they both did not stabilize. They keyholed in the paper, and they were ranged from 6 inches to about 2 feet on the Remington. Faster stuff just doesn't stabilize in 4 inches of choke tube, and it can't spin it well enough to send it downrange accurately. This gun shot best with the buck hammers, and the other gun that was kind of third down the list. And then the SSTs came next, the Winchester BRIs, and then the AccuTips, and the light fields were way down here. Now in the other gun, the light fields were the best, and that just goes to show you that you got to try a bunch of different slugs in your gun to know what exactly it shoots best and what it likes. Just like you were doing a custom hand load for a rifle. It's better to try 2 or 3 things. Don't get discouraged right away. If you got a gun that shoots 6 or 7 inches, you may pick up another type of slug that shoots 2 inches. So that's one thing you want to try. Again, this one here is a fully rifled barrel, and that's probably why it's able to stabilize the Hornady SSTs and stuff, and the pointed bullets. It will shoot the faster slugs a little better generally. So, also you might want to try the 2 3/4 shell versus a 3-inch. In the long run, probably on an average, most guns will shoot the 2 3/4 more accurately. But then every once in a while we see a gun that'll shoot the 3 inches better. So give a few things a try, and you'll find what your gun likes the best.